Hello, my name's Mark Philpott from World Sports Online. In this video, I'm going to talk about parents' involvement in an athlete's sporting career. Oh yes, so the whole role that parents play in the life of an athlete is astronomically important. And I feel, just by the research I've done across the world in the last 12 months, that parents are being forgotten, they're being left alone, and as a result of that, they have to deal with a lot of things that their young children are going through when it comes to their sporting careers. It's quite ironic, actually, that a lot of these kids are signed up to sporting bodies and federations and that, and yet they get little in the way of support from those federations, particularly when times get tough. And those organisations would duly turn around and say, well, we don't have enough funding to be able to do all the things that we want to do, and therefore we can't support everyone. Well, I don't take that as a satisfactory answer, because I think where there's a will, there's a way. And what we're doing at World Sports Online is to create innovation within the global sports industry so that the most important things like the welfare of athletes and coaches, is taken care of. And in this video talking about parents, I want to highlight some of the tragedies that I've experienced in the last 12 months and just talking to people. I've spoken to a couple of parents who have lost their young kids who have been in the sporting world, and it's been an absolute tragedy to listen to these parents talking about how they lost their kids because no one was listening and no one was inevitably there at the right time to help and support them. One young girl in particular, who was a volleyball player in the United States, she lost her life. She took her own life because she was getting bullied at school by those peers of hers that were entrenching in her mind that a professional sports career was a stupid idea and that she shouldn't be pursuing that. And I'm really committed and passionate about trying to change this at World Sports Online, because we want to be able to provide services not only to athletes and coaches but also to parents who are out there and who are struggling. And I've heard also stories where parents have mortgaged their houses to try and finance the career of their young sporting talent, and not in all cases are these young people going to go on and have successful sporting careers. So not only does it impact the athlete, but it ends up impacting the entire family. And I think we need to do more in this space. So we're going to do things at World Sports Online where we're going to uncover innovative ideas from people across the world. We're going to put pressure on the sports organisations and federations to do more to help parents and to support them in this critical journey of developing their young people. We also recognise that coaches are left behind as well. And let's face it, a lot of coaches become the second parents of a lot of these young athletes, and they don't get the support they need either. So we're going to be providing things like mental health support 24 hours a day, 7 days a week across the world, where athletes and coaches and parents can reach out and get the kind of support they need and want in a private and confidential manner, so that we don't leave any stone unturned when it comes to these young people's well-being. We need to do more as a sports community. We need to do more as sports fans across the world to make sure that particularly the young people who are getting into sport understand the journey that they're about to embark on. Another thing that we're going to do at World Sports Online is have a mentoring program where young athletes get connected with athletes who have been through this journey before and can educate and share information about what to expect, but more importantly, how to deal with these situations. In a lot of instances, this is great information for parents as well, because parents are trying to work out on the go, how do they find sponsors for their young kids? How do they take away that financial burden? How do they provide the mental support when often kids don't want to talk to their parents about this stuff? So we need to close the loop. We need to close the circle. And at World Sports Online, we're committed to doing that. And we're committing to working with partners and collaborators across the world that can bring us those expertise into helping these athletes, coaches, and parents. So I wanted to make this video today to highlight the need for more support for parents in the world of sport. We need to understand more about the challenges they have and ask parents to be involved in providing the solutions. What things can we come up with as a collective global sports community to take the pressure off parents and help them through those difficult years when their young athlete are trying to make an impression on the world stage of global sports. We want to do more at World Sports Online. We are going to do more at World Sports Online, and we'd love for you to come and join us on that journey. My name's Mark Philpott from World Sports Online, and I'll be back again soon with another video on global sports.